Hey everyone, and welcome to Puerto Princesa. So I've been here for 2 days, but I've been working the whole time. So tonight's my first night out, and I've come over to the Baywalk to kind of check it out. So you can see there's a lot of vendors, some restaurants, there's lots of little vendors selling lots of merchandise. So super, see, like this person trying to sell me right now. So but yeah, so that's what you're gonna find over here. But I thought it'd be fun to come over and kind of check it out. Also, I need to eat something. So yeah, this unfortunately is the only thing I'm getting to do here just because I've been working. But I got here, actually I used a different app because in Palawan, here in Puerto Princesa, they have a different app. In other places I've used Move It or I've used Grab. This one I've used Backride. I think it's called Backride Palawan. But if you're down in Puerto Princesa, which Puerto Princesa is a real city here. There's an international airport here. This is how I'm getting back to Manila actually. And it's a fairly large city and large airport here. But yeah, unfortunately my time is not very much in this area checking it out. So I just wanted to talk about, should you visit Puerto Princesa? And yes, it's Puerto Princesa, the shortened version of it. But Puerto Princesa actually houses one of the 7 wonders of nature. It has the underground river that runs through it. It's a 45-minute boat ride, and I highly recommend going to Puerto Princesa to do that. A little recap on, myself and why I just stayed in and worked. For one, yes, I needed to get a video out to you guys. But for two, I at that point was suffering pretty badly from vertigo, and my ears were clogged, and I just, it wasn't gonna work for me. I couldn't see myself getting on another boat at that point. When I got to Palawan, I had already been doing some day trips and boat trips. I did another one in Coron. I spent definitely some time in the water, so my inner ear was definitely getting a little bit of an earful of water. And then I got on a ferry and took the ferry from Coron to El Nido, just recapping you. And that ferry ride was very rough. Like, nobody could walk on the boat. So I think no matter how good you are on boats, that boat was a really, really hard one, and I had to pop a pill to make sure I could just keep it together. So by the time I arrived in El Nido, I was suffering pretty bad from motion sickness and vertigo. So I was having a hard time just, stabilizing my head. And then of course I did a day trip on a boat, island hopping in El Nido. And then I did the canopies, which I thought, okay, well maybe I'll sweat it out and get myself grounded. But then the canopy itself, which you need to do anyway, and I needed to do it, but it definitely messed with my head a little bit. And on top of that, while I was on the island hopping trip, I was told by like everybody on that trip to not do a van from El Nido to Puerto Princesa, because on the van rides, you don't even have a seat for yourself. You're basically sharing with somebody, and you're so crammed in there, and then you're just like doing this the entire way while the van zigs and zags for 6 hours. And pretty much everyone told me that they were sick within like 30 minutes of that ride. Like literally people were getting sick, and So for me, I knew there was no way I could handle that. So I instead changed my plans from the van and did the bus. Now the bus was actually a little bit more expensive, but the bus was bearable. I mean, did I have to hang on to my belongings for dear life so that they didn't, run all over the place? I did. But I was able to stay much more in control of everything on the bus. It was a little bit more gentle than what I think the van ride would have been. And to be honest, I got there, I think, in the same amount of time that it would have taken for the van. So I highly recommend taking the bus. So that's how I got to Puerto Princesa. And, you know, that's where I'll get you back into the video, but I wanted to give you a little bit of background and also say, hey, this is exactly why you should visit this town. Not only that, but it is more than a town. It's really a city. It's a full-blown city, and it has a large international airport. So for me, that was going to be the best place for me to fly out of to get back to Manila. So I do highly recommend going to Puerto Princesa for all of those reasons. And I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of the background and also say, yes, visit the city for, you know, the river. Definitely go and see it. I mean, I would go back to go see it. But yeah, I'll send you back to the video now.
Let's start with my stay. I was staying at the Palo Uno Hotel here in Puerto Princesa. Now, I did have a few issues at first. The first room had a strong smell of cigarettes, and in the second room, the internet wasn't working. But to their credit, the staff was really kind and helpful. They moved me around until I landed in a clean, fresh-smelling room with working Wi-Fi. The room I ended up with was actually really spacious. It had 2 double beds, a seating area, a wardrobe section, a refrigerator, a hot water kettle, and they gave out 2 bottles of water every day. The bathroom came with a rain shower, a hair dryer, and complimentary toiletries, which was a nice touch. There was also a pool and a gym, but I'll get to that later. Right across the street, there was this little restaurant called Martin's Bistro. It had great reviews, so I ate there my first night, and yep, the reviews were right.
Hey everyone! As you know, I am traveling around Asia by myself for an extended period of time. Being by myself can be daunting. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to keep track of. And while traveling, things don't always go as planned. Because I plan on going on a lot of adventures, and again, being by myself, I got myself travel medical insurance through SafetyWing. With their new Nomad 2.0 insurance, not only do I keep myself safe, but I keep my belongings safe as well. And my favorite part about SafetyWing Nomad 2.0 insurance is that you can start a claim by using their new simple form, fill it out in maybe 3 to 5 minutes at most, and get yourself reimbursed in as little as 48 to 72 hours. Now, that to me is amazing. Plus, they always have a customer care team available to help you anytime, anywhere, every step of the way. SafetyWing Nomad Insurance is available worldwide. So be safe and give yourself peace of mind by using my link, in which I'll leave in the description for you. Now, back to the video.
On my second night, I used the Backride Pinas app to grab a motorbike and head to Puerto Princesa Baywalk Park. It's a great spot to walk around, people watch, and grab a bite to eat while enjoying the ocean breeze.
So I just ordered some food with some help. I ordered some type of noodles with seafood. It's good for 2 people, but it was kind of the only option and I really want noodles. And then I got garlic shrimp, and then I got some lemonade. So everything seemed to be for 2 people, but the prices are really good, and yeah, doesn't hurt to try. So there were noodles, but they got knocked over, so they're remaking them for me. I feel bad for the young lady who knocked it over. But so far I got my shrimp. They look like they might be spicy, so we will find out. So the sauce isn't spicy, it's really good, very garlicky. I feel like I'm going to be wearing it though. Okay, the noodles have just arrived. Alright, let's give this a try.
Yeah, I actually,
Noodles are good. I'm not sure everything is in it, but it's good. So kind of a strange situation. So the server knocked over the noodles, and then on the bill they tried to charge me for it twice, and she's tried to tell me that it was my fault, and I said no, the young lady knocked it over, and said sorry, I'll get you another one. It was just a very strange situation. I don't know, but yeah, so I've never had anything like that happen before. So the food at that restaurant was really good, and I actually just went back to talk to the head server there because I was a little bit upset about the situation, and he apologized, you know, and of course said no, they shouldn't have done that. And you know, I appreciated that. Now I understand food costs. I'm the foreigner, my money is worth more than theirs, so of course I want to pay for whatever needs to be paid for. But that situation with them not even telling me, you know, that just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So I just wanted to kind of address the situation. So I feel better now that we chatted, and, you know, he had apologized, and I said, I'm sorry, you know, I felt bad because the young girl who had brought the noodle dish, like, she felt bad. She was young, you know, so just the whole situation was just a bad situation. So on the other side of this street, you'll find a bunch of street food. So I got an avocado graham shake, so excited to try this. All right, give it a try. Yummy, really good. Thank you. And here's the name of their place, because you have to get one too.
Then, on my last morning before catching my flight, I decided to check out the hotel gym. And wow, was it steamy out. I couldn't even keep my camera lens from fogging up. But the hotel grounds were really pretty, and I love taking a little time to wander around and just enjoy the space.
So the gym equipment is old, but it's enough for me to get a workout in, and I can see my lens is all steamed up because it is steamy out here today.
Make sure you're subscribed because I listen to your comments. I headed back to Manila to explore BGC, and after that, it's back to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. See you next time.